If you want to get into digital art, but drawing tablets are just way too expensive, wait up, this one might be for you. It's the Veikk Studio 16. They sent it over for me to test and review, but this video isn't sponsored. After using it to create my actual artwork for a few weeks, I have to say that I really love it. If you're a beginner artist looking for an affordable drawing display, this could be the one. In this video, I'm unboxing it, testing it, and showing you the results so you can see if it's the right fit for your art journey. Hey Mi fam, I'm Lunar. I've spent over a decade drawing anime art as a freelance artist, and I've tried and tested many tablets out there: UG, Beyond, XP Pen, and Wacom. My current drawing display tablet is Wacom Cintiq 16 HD, which cost me over $600. So when Veikk sent me their Studio 16, I didn't expect much. I mean, it's only $299. That is less than half the price of Wacom Cintiq I'm using, and it has the same screen size. Sounds too good to be true, right? But after trying it out, it turned out way better than I expected. Alright, let's start by taking a look at what's inside the box. Inside the box, you'll find the Veikk Studio 16 pen display, 2 battery-free pens, a sturdy display stand with 3 angles, 28 replaceable pen nibs. Yes, 28. You can use it until you age. A pen stand which you can use as an applicator to change pen nibs. USB-C HDMI cables and a power adapter. And lastly, a cleaning cloth and a drawing glove. Thank you, Veikk. They gave us a lot of accessories, which is so generous. But what about the quality of display and the pen? Let's check it out. Let's explore the display. Okay, first impression. The screen is big, like bigger than I expected from its price. It's 15.6 inches with 99% sRGB and Full HD resolution. This size is perfect for my drawing space and my small desk. And here's what surprised me when I touched the screen for the first time. It has an anti-fingerprint coating that keeps it clean from greasy fingers, so no more smudges messing up your screen. But the real highlight is that it's anti-glare. I compare it side by side with my 600 pen display, and honestly, Veikk wins. The glare control is on another level. I work right next to a window and under a ceiling light, and this screen has no reflections, no eye strain, just crystal clear drawing. If you spend hours drawing like I do, this one tiny detail will change everything. On the display, you also get some neat physical controls. One standout feature is the scroll wheel at the top left corner. You can customize it for zooming, adjusting brush size, or whatever fits your workflow. This one is the midnight version, but it also comes in classic red, where the wheel has a red accent. On the left side of the screen, there are shortcut buttons you can assign to common actions like undo, redo, zoom, rotate, flip, or brush size adjustment. And if you are left-handed, no worries, this model supports left-hand mode too. Overall, I'm really impressed with the display quality. But let's be honest, the one thing that always makes me go meh with budget tablets is the pen. I've tried several budget pen tablets over the years, and their pen were way too light. That made it uncomfortable to hold. My hand would get tired fast. It kind of felt like drawing with chopsticks, not a pen. But this one is totally different. The Veikk pen is weighted toward the tips, and it feels really nice to hold. Let me show you a side-by-side comparison with the pen from my Wacom Cintiq. The feeling is almost the same. I'm honestly surprised there's none of the chopstick feelings I've experienced with other budget pens. Also, this one comes with 16K levels of pressure sensitivity. That is double when I get from my old Wacom Cintiq. It means I can get more dynamic pressure and possibly smoother lightweight. Interesting. Double the pen pressure sensitivity at half the price? Not bad, Veikk. And remember what I said earlier. They gave us 2 pens. Yes, 2. One has that classic pen tablet feel, and the other looks and feels like an Apple Pencil. So you can pick the one that fits you best. Each pen has two customizable buttons. You can set them up however you like a color picker, or switch between brush and eraser. Simple but handy. So far, I'm really impressed with the display, the pens, and all the accessories included. But here's the real question. I've been using the drawing tablet that costs around $600. This one is just $299. So does it mean its potential is cut in half too? Let's set it up and find out together. Setting this up took me less time than brewing my tea. Just plug in the included USB-C and HDMI cables to your PC. No need for a separate power adapter. That is honestly one thing I love about the Veikk. Now let's compare that to my $600 display tablet. The cable setup is total chaos, but with the Veikk, one wire and done. Good job. Next, I installed the driver from Veikk's website. Super simple. Once that's in, I was able to customize pen pressure and custom button on the pen. And click here to customize the hotkeys on the display. Now let's calibrate the display so it's ready to go. Click on Mapping, then hit Calibrate. Use your pen to tap on the little plus signs that show up on the screen. This helps light up the pen and cursor so everything feels more accurate when you draw. Okay, all set. Now comes the moment of truth. Let's test it together. I've been using the Veikk Studio 16 for about 2 to 3 weeks while working on a client project. And honestly, I'm really impressed. As someone who's been drawing with pen tablets for over a decade, this one left a strong first impression. The result is simply amazing. The pen is super responsive to pressure. When I press lightly or firmly, it creates thin or thick lines naturally just by using my hand. That makes line art process a lot easier and way more fun. To be honest, the pen pressure feels better than my old tablet. It has a wider range, which gives me more control over the stroke. I also love that I can customize the pressure curve in the tablet driver to make it feel comfortable for me. Then I fine-tune it again in Clip Studio Paint's pen pressure settings. With both settings combined, I can make the pen feel exactly the way I like it. When using a pen display, there is usually a small gap between the pen tip and the cursor. This is called parallax. Some cheaper tablets I've tried had a pretty big gap which made drawing feel off, but with the Veikk Studio 16, the parallax is much smaller. You might still notice a tiny bit of space or delay, but for me it's no problem at all. In fact, the parallax here is even better than on my old Wacom Cintiq 16 HD. Overall, I'm really happy with it. One thing I really appreciated is how the screen is easy to my eyes, even after hours of drawing. I usually get eye strain from the lighting in my room, but the anti-glare screen on this tablet made a big difference. And honestly, the screen quality is much better than the one on my old tablet. Now, I'll be real with you. There are a few small downsides too. Nothing big, but I want to mention them so you know what to expect. The first downside I noticed was the pen nib. It felt a little wobbly at first, but after using it for a while, I got used to it, and now I barely notice it anymore. Definitely not a deal breaker. The second thing is that the Studio 16 gets a bit warm at the bottom and the top right corner of the screen. However, it's not a big deal, especially if you're wearing a drawing glove. Most of the screen stays cool, so it's totally fine for me. And here's the final piece I created with the Veikk Studio 16. Overall, the drawing experience was great. For around $299, this tablet offers way more value than I expected. I get this question all the time. Which tablet should I get if I'm just starting out? Now I finally have an answer. If you're a beginner looking for your first pen display, or you are thinking about upgrading from a screenless tablet, Veikk Studio 16 is one of your best choice. And as always, I've got a little gift for you. Use the code in the description below to get a special discount on the Veikk Studio 16. I earn a small commission if you buy through my link and my code, but I only share tools that I truly love and actually use in my workflow. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!